Hello everybody, Sinesk111 here, and welcome back to more Dungeons and Degenerate Gamblers. As you can see right up here, I have decided to customize my ID card to celebrate the fact that this is going to be my final video of it. I gave myself some blue hair, some lighter blue whiskers, a sparkler, and what looks like a bunch of purple and black veiny things to show that I'm being serious about me possibly defeating the deity of hope when we get to it. But anyways, last time I actually won a run with the Signature Spades deck, going down to despair while doubling down, something I'm still very happy about. But we've got one more Signature Suits deck to go before this is all finally over. The deck that we will be having a look at is the Signature Diamonds deck. Get rich and die trying, as it says. With it, we get a 2, a 3, a -4, a 7, an 8, a 9, and that's all the regular Diamonds cards we have. Although, I don't think we can call a -4 a regular card. But, aside from that, we also have the Ace in the Hole, a 5 of Pentacles, a Diamond of Sixes, a Cardicu, a Calamari game card, a Dancing Queen, and a King of Gold to work with. We will, as always, be doubling down, since tripling down is still not an option, despite the fact that I've been doing pretty good while doubling down the past few games. Well, at least the ones that I got past the third area in. Our lucky charms to select from are Black Cat, Silver Sixpence, and Wishing Well. I think I'm gonna take the Black Cat, since I'm gonna actually try to do a run where I don't pick up that many cards, and in turn, I don't have to go through my deck very often to get to a card that I want to play. Cardicu, I might actually consider getting rid of, since it is valued at 25, and I don't know if I'm going to be encountering any tarot cards that let me gain something upon busting. Shields, healing, extra damage, or chips. The -4 might help, though, if I'm in danger of busting. There's my 5 of Pentacles taking away some of my chips. Something that I don't really want either. Official Trump card, Fight Club, Scratch card, or... Yuck, another Cardicu. No, thank you. I'm gonna take the official Trump card this time around. Let's stand Knight. I'm not in dire need of HP, but I'm gonna take the Fancy Room anyway, so I can remove the Cardicu from my deck. And once the Have a Drink option comes up, which it did, I'm going to take a House Special. 6 damage, adds a loyalty card with 3 stamps to my deck, and I'm gonna have to get rid of another card. That card is going to be the 5 of Pentacles. It's gonna make me lose chips whenever it's played. And I've got a Black Cat on me, which is going to make me increase the damage I deal whenever I win, once I refill my draw pile. Microchip, I don't really know about. I guess the social security card counts as creating cards once it's played. I think I'll give Microchip a try. Now let's take on the Squire. I don't really see any need for a counterfeiter at this point in time, since I don't have that many cards that can have their values changed, like that. Oh, but the thing is, I have a social security card on me. It's not foil, so I'm gonna have to spend advantage to play it, which is gonna be problematic sooner or later. At least the Squire's almost down, but he does gain some shield from the cardiovascular exercise he just played. More from the second cardiovascular exercise he has. That is not ideal. Wait. Oh, it's on foe refilling the draw pile. I thought it was my own draw pile that needed to be refilled for the Black Cat to take effect. But no. I must have misread it. Well, I'm glad I understand what to do with it better now. Have you seen my knight? No, and probably never will. Since I don't plan on going to the basement this game. Queen of the Stone Age. I've got a 3 and a 7. The official trump card. I don't know if setting its value to 3 or 7 will trigger the effect of this card, but I'll take it anyway. A card I don't very often play with, especially seeing that this is my final episode of Dungeons and Degenerate Gamblers. Let's... anything worth 3 or 7? Not my SD card. I don't really need any of these. Especially not the Valentine's Day card, since it could bust me with its high value. It already is a pretty high score, not gonna lie. That was just enough to defeat the janitor. +1, and I got some chips from the Calamari game card, since he was defeated with it in play. Terminate the tower, I think counts as creating a card, so I'll take that. Now we're going up against the manager. Probably for the last time this series. Scratch. Yep. That does count as creating a card. But Queen of the Stone Age doesn't really do any additional damage since I couldn't play a 3 or a 7 fast enough. Manager is poised to get some more chips, but I think I can fix that. Or at least neutralize the effects of the blackjack he has. That ace in the hole is potentially going to be troublesome. Oh, there's a 7. My Queen of the Stone Age did some damage against him. Oh, he got a blackjack. Oh dear. Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, no, he didn't. King, how could you do this to me? All I can really hope for is my loyalty card to pop off soon enough so I can heal. 9 would get me a blackjack, so there we go. Terminate the tower again. Let's do break limits. Oh, why did I stand on a 5? Although I believe there is an achievement for that, which I already got. Winning a round while standing with a score of 5. Oh, come on. Oh, I exploited the Dancing Queen on a blackjack. Why? Why must I do this to myself? Make stupid-ass moves. Okay, it's, break limits again. I can double the value of my 8. Play this official trump card. Have its value be set to 4, and that's it for the manager. I was a bit worried for his shields blocking my chance of winning that round. But, we're moving on, at least. Give me that terror reading bad. I need to heal up. Inverted Chariot. Wheel of Fortune. That could be useful. The Empress. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take the Wheel of Fortune. Its effects may be random depending on where the wheel lands. But if it heals me up, it heals me up. If it lets me gain shield, I gain shield. Either of them would be very preferable to whatever disaster I come to face next in my run. I'm really gonna have to do something about that ace in the hole unless I want it to keep doing damage against me. Dancing Queen. It at least got me a blackjack this time. So, thanks, I guess. Let's play the scratch. Let's do an official trump card. That should definitely do it. Trap card, Jimbo, 10 of clubs, King of space and time. I don't think I'm gonna go for the trap card strats this time. I'm just gonna go with whatever I have, and if I'm able to make it to the Deity of Hope, good. If not, at least I can know that I did pretty good for this final run. I have the strangest feeling that the Black Cat can do a lot of damage against the Wizard pretty soon, rather than later. Oh, there's my ace in the hole. And my official trump card. Whew. Good thing I didn't hit in the last round for that Dancing Queen. My Wheel of Fortune dealt 10 damage to the wizard, and that 10 damage was all I needed. Great. Ace up your sleeve. Could be useful. Memory test. Okay. Rain Man. Card sleeve. 9 of diamonds, card sleeve. Card sleeve. 9 of diamonds. Rain Man. 4 of spades. Got a 4 of spades, at least. But that means I'm gonna have to take on the gambler again. Not really in need of chips right now. What I'm in need is some healing. Which I'm gonna have to help myself to. Almost at 21 for the loyalty card. Let's do an expulsion. It's gonna get me to deal twice as much damage to the gambler. Removing his shield and getting her down to 20 HP. May need to use the social security card for whenever my foe has a lot of cards in play. Queen of the Stone Age is here. I guess I ought to do... No, I probably shouldn't. I'm gonna save my advantage for if I really need that social security card. Because I believe creating all of these cards she has here will get me 3 cards that were created, and thus getting me some more advantage. If it works, it works. But she's healed back up and gotten some more shields. Oh, really? Really? This is how you're gonna do me on the start of my final episode of Dungeons and Degenerate Gamblers? Phooey. I guess this must be why diamonds are the least appreciated suit of anything in this game. Boy. Well, one more try with the signature diamonds deck, and really hoping to at least get to the head office this time, or there's going to be trouble. Scarab has me gain shield when I gain or lose chips. Could definitely use that. Oh, there's my Cardicu. Not good. Already down to 75 HP. That is not ideal. I'll take a Grave card, though. If need be, I can reduce its value to whatever comes up on the grave. That's the Gambler already finished off for the first time this run. Report card's definitely going to be useful too. I'm going to have a drink once again. I'll take the house special once again. And I'll get rid of the Cardicu again. Kind of a feeling of deja vu with that drink. Been exactly in that place before. I may want to keep the 5 of Pentacles on me, though, since I lose 5 chips, and it causes the Scarab to give me 2 shield. I almost said 5 shield, but good thing I caught myself. 9 of Hearts. Welcome to my deck. Let me swap my unique chip. Bargaining chip. Not really a chip I'd often interact with during my time, but it's kind of fitting given how many chips I'm going to earn. Let's go ahead and stand knight in the fancy room once again. And let's get rid of our... I don't really need the ace in the hole. It's really only been doing damage to me more than I've been using it. Let's go to the shop with 8 cards. We shall get the 5 of Hearts, the 2 of Spades, and the 10 of Spades, actually, along with a booster pack, and I think that is going to be it for this shop. Don't really see any of the higher value cards coming to be useful, especially if they make me bust. There we go. A blackjack for me. I guess so long as I have this Scarab on me, I'll be somewhat protected. And by somewhat protected, I mean just a little bit of damage from... It prevents a little bit of damage from coming to my health proper. But I'm healed, up to 90, and I'm gonna take the Get Well Soon card. It'll lock, and after a certain amount of rounds, it'll heal me. Well, after a certain amount of rounds that I take damage. $13 will do for this first round against the manager. Thank you, Get Well Soon card. Foil the Agile Agenda. Don't really see it as necessary right now. Oh, busted. Ah, that kind of hurt. Oh, why? Oh my gosh. Of all the signature decks that I've used so far, this one is proving to be the most annoying. The fact that I receive diamonds from blackjacks and pretty much anything else that can happen just barely softens the blow. I'm just begging for my fortune to heal me up. 87. Inverted Judgment, Inverted Sun, Upright Strength. Let's... this is a difficult choice here between Sun and Judgment. Let's take the Inverted Sun, though. Not really a choice I would have made if there were any other tarot cards, but at least I have something else to work with here. At least I saved myself from busting. The Luck Pusher busted now. That's 16 damage to him. I will take his 8 of Hearts and bust along with him. This is better than busting. And I got some healing from the Get Well Soon card, so that's nice too. Oh, so close to defeating the Luck Pusher. Good opportunity to stand. And there we go. Bye, Luck Pusher. -9 of diamonds, king of diamonds, -2 of spades. Bounce card. Could be a blessing, could be a curse, but I'll take it anyway. Let's do the investigator next. Let's take your fake ID. Got plenty of chips on me to use this. I didn't really realize that spending chips to gain advantage also counts for the Scarab to give me shield. So I guess we got that going on. Oh, she takes my Get Well Soon card. Now of all times. Come on. Hey. I was hoping to be saved here, but guess using this bounce card might save me? Okay. I'd rather take the 2 damage than however many damage I would have taken from the score she got. Come on! So annoying. Give me my Get Well Soon card back. Good with dealing 5 damage, then no damage at all. 4 damage too also counts as that. I'm standing. So she stands on 12 is what's going on here. Thank you for healing me again, Get Well Soon card. I didn't really want to exploit this Calamari game card to the moon and back. given that it does damage me in addition to her. But there we go. As always, I wish you the best of luck on your investigation without me. Let's do a pie of diamonds. Is it time to get rid of another one of my cards? Maybe I could do without the Dancing Queen. So young and sweet, but definitely not 17. I think we'll leave it at that. Let's do the Sofa Sleeper once again. And I've got more chips than I know what to do with right now, so maybe I could grab his gold card. It's a card I can deal damage with. And I think I'll let him sleep. Good night, Sofa Sleeper. You were well as a foe and as someone to steal cards from. And I think I'm going to take the Black Cat again. It did serve me well in the short time I had it the first run this part. And I have a strange feeling that it's going to serve me well again this run. There's an inverted moon, so I don't know what her value is going to be. I saw bouncing in those question marks, so she got a blackjack. Still can't really tell if she busted or not. But I think that would be... Yep. That would be safe to assume, given all those cards she had just now. 22. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, man. I got me a blackjack at least, so I heal up some. Oh my cards and hers just got burned. Okay, well, she lost the rest of her health, but that's enough to shock someone like me. This just goes to show how unpredictable this game can be sometimes. Unpredictable in both good and bad ways. Oh, man. $38 health left for me. Really hoping I heal up and fast. On playing a diamond... Do I risk it? That wasn't a diamond card, but I got this negative ace of spades to save me. Did its job well for that one moment. There's my Black Cat doing slightly more and more damage as we go. I'd rather take the 1 damage than bust. Almost. Just enough. I could have used some advantage to make the loyalty card heal me up. But I think it would be best if I were to save my chips for something I would really need. Railroad card I have not even bothered to touch because of the lose 200 chips thing it has. But, on taking damage I gain 10 chips, which would in turn get me 2 shields, so I guess that's worth a check before I end off this series. Card Shark seems typically easy for me to go up against, especially if that happens. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this right now. It's had not enough advantage for a moment, but I guess I was being too quick on the draw. Okay, back up to 46. I can only hope my healing properties go up from there. Or at least shield. That's fine too. But it doesn't matter because the Card Shark is feeling washed up again. -7, 21 of spades, queen of music. I think that's a way better card to use than the dancing queen, so I'll take that as a replacement. Alright, bouncer, bring it on. I'll have to let you gain your 21 shield. This time. Yep, that's exactly what this calls for. He doesn't have a whole lot of cards. Only 3 overall, so I guess this is where my black cat shines the most. Okay, exploit, add 1 token. If at least 3 tokens, instant blackjack, then remove all tokens. I guess now would be as good a time as any. There we go. No more shield for you, mister. And you bust. That's even better. Busted again. Even more better. Me getting a blackjack? Even more better. I don't know why I kept making nonsensical phrases like that. I'll move your hearts over to my deck. Steam trading card is worth 7. Not really a good idea to play right now. Oh, there we go. The bouncer is Downer. Foil Dancing Queen. Even though I already I threw the regular one that came with my deck away. What could I do here? I have yet to play my Railroad card as of yet. What's the fourth card? Foil Diamond in the Rough? Maybe I could do with that this time. If need be, I can use it as a last resort for if the foe has too much shield. Maybe not this foe. All he has is hearts. The blood donor card is going to be a little bit of a problem, but I could take him on no problems aside from that. Ah, look at that. I rejected my chance to get a foil Dancing Queen. I got a foil Dancing Queen in my hand from the booster pack. That's funny. He busted, and that nets me the win. Of course you can't, Mr. President. You go on and have a good life. Queen of Drag. Add a random queen to your hand and set her value to 11. That might be helpful. Rapper. I get to hear you semi-cuss one last time. Crap is on the borderline of swear words, but craps I'm pretty sure wouldn't be, since that's the name of a casino game that I'm not really familiar with all that much. Still, I'm happy to be this far into my second run of this part. Get well soon. Diamond in the Rough is at 0 value, so it should be somewhat safe to play. I say somewhat because it could remove my shield if I have any. Oh boy. This is gonna hurt. Man, I'm down to 27. Oh, she's at blackjack again with clubs. Oh no, 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 no. Oh my god. You know what? No. No, 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 no. So yeah, I think it's good for me to call this my final part of my series, even though I had officially decided that before, a few parts before. I'm very, very disappointed that I'm probably never gonna make it to the Hope, or the Deity of Hope again. But, yeah. This has been Dungeons and Degenerate Gamblers. Final thoughts? 3 words. Screw this game. I get that it's just as addicting as Balatro, maybe a little more or less, but in my personal opinion, I don't think roguelikes and blackjack will mesh all that well, especially if the only thing you have to purchase in shops are cards. One thing that I would suggest that you improve upon is the option to include healing in shops where you would also purchase cards with chips. Like, say, you could have an option to heal small, represented by a small vial for a set amount of chips, then a medium amount for a little bit more chips, then a large amount for more chips than that. And I'm very disappointed that you can't freely choose the events that you want to experience, because I know that while some events will get you to remove cards, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I just plain don't like this game. I get that the update caused some more helpful elements to come about, like Lucky Charms and new areas, which include new events, but I don't know what I can say other than I just plain don't like this game. Because my main gripe about this is that while you do have the opportunity to see what cards are left in your draw pile, you can just never tell what card is gonna come out of it unless you have Foresight. I'm thankful for Foresight, but sometimes I feel like it should be used more often, like when you're below a certain amount of HP, or when an encounter has gone on for too long. And another thing I'm disappointed about is that I never got to see what happens when an encounter goes on for too long. So I'm just going to go ahead and tell you. If an encounter goes on for too long, the dealer will step in and add one scratch card to each of our discard piles. Then, once the discard pile is shuffled into a new draw pile, we have the opportunity to use these scratch cards to deal damage directly to our opponent, thus making the encounter go along a little faster. And that's basically another gripe I have about Dungeons and Degenerate Gamblers, is how the dealer doesn't step in quick enough to get this encounter over with. I get that there are instances where you would softlock an encounter based on the cards you have or the cards your foe has, and I had a feeling that was going to be the case with that one encounter between me and Alucard a few parts ago. So I guess that if it was stuck at a point where we would just keep damaging each other and healing ourselves over and over and over and over again, I have a feeling that that should trigger the dealer stepping in to add scratch cards to our discard piles and make things go along faster. I'm just very impatient in that regard, and this game is definitely not helping matters in that way. But that's pretty much all I have to say about Dungeons and Degenerate Gamblers in general. My mind is just... There were some mechanics that I liked and some triumphs that I was able to celebrate. I was able to defeat 3 of the deities that were in this game, including both of the new ones that were added in this update, but not the deity of hope in a recorded episode. But I guess I'm just gonna have to leave it at that. Screw this game. Screw it to despair and back. Actually, leave it in despair. where the cardinal sin of greed would come about. So, once again, I apologize to anyone who likes Dungeons and Degenerate Gamblers more than me, and those who have a much better understanding of how to go about. If you like this game and want to check it out for yourself, it's on Steam for about $15. But yeah, I just don't think I have the patience to go through this game and lose over and over and over again until I would finally get a win against any of the 4 deities. But I do want to say real quick before I end off this part and the series that on the highest difficulty setting, all in, there is actually a new foe you can go up against that would end up being the true final boss of this game in general. His name is the Landlord, and I have seen a video about it, but that was long ago. Many years. Actually, not many years, since this game came out back in 2024, officially, and I don't remember what cards he has. What I do know is that he will be a complete D-word and take the last fortune card that is revealed. And that's after the fortune teller tells me to hurry, and so we can reveal the last card of my fortune that I would originally take. I'm sad that I'm never gonna be able to show you that now, but I just don't have it within me. I just don't have it within me to go through the highest difficulty only to lose over and over again. So, yeah, that's it. The end. And now, I guess for the conclusion of Cyanesque 111 version 1.1.2, I believe it is. I'm gonna have to check that. But for the conclusion of this version of Cyanesque 111, I do plan on playing a new story-based game, much like the Ori duology, Blind Forest and Will of the Wisps. Will of the Wisps I was never able to complete. If I can get to my channel... Yeah, it is version 1.1.2. I had to pull it up on my phone to be sure. Okay. I feel like I'm dragging this on for too long now. It's been at least 5 minutes since I lost that run, so I'm just gonna do my usual outro before I get carried away with the talking. So, until I am ready for the finale of Cyanesque 111 version 1.1.2, thank you everyone so much for watching my Dungeons and Degenerate Gamblers series, and I will see you when that grand finale comes. Bye! Bye everyone. Toodaloo!